Microsoft lays off 1,900 Activision, Blizzard, and Xbox employees.
And fortunately, we have a product for people who aren't able to get some form of connectivity. It's called Xbox 360.
That is an insane amount of layoffs. That is crazy. Then it says, Blizzard president Mike Ybarra leaves the company. Huh? Blizzard chief design officer Alan Adam leaves the company. And then Blizzard's previously announced survival game is canceled. What? What happened here? No, this is awful. Absolutely awful. This was, if you guys remember, Microsoft was trying to do a takeover, and PlayStation took them to court, and they're like, you're creating a monopoly. That's not cool. And then they lost in court, and then this is what happens, right? And I get there's some like overlap of employees, but like, this is almost 2,000 people who have lost a job in the middle of like a recession. Like, this is insanity. So then, other things. Microsoft is reportedly laying off the entire physical game department at Xbox. So physical games. No longer wanting physical games. So, and Xbox tried to pull this before. Do you guys remember? I don't know if you guys remember, a long time ago. Xbox tried to pull this before, where they're like, oh, no sharing of games. You know, we're getting away from physical media. And then that's when PlayStation like slam dunked them, and they're like, oh, you want to do? How do you share a PlayStation game with a friend? Here you go. And then they just like gave it to their buddy, right? So like, ooh, Xbox is just so slimy. And then look at this. Do not forget that Bobby Kotick, who covered up sexual harassment at his company and threatened to have an employee poofed, received a $400 million payout just months before 1,900 Activision Blizzard employees were laid off. Huh? Like, what? What? So this is just absolute bonkers, absolute insanity. And I don't know. It how do you, what? How? Why? So, I'm so frustrated by this because, like, okay. Remember how last stream we were talking about, do you guys remember this? The Voyager Golden Record, right? In a way, this is physical media proof that humanity existed, right? So, by getting rid of physical media, not only is it anti-consumer, but it's also like, how are you gonna back up stuff? Like, in the event that if there's some sort of cataclysmic event that like maybe all the computers of the world shut down, and like suddenly like we're just like staring at each other like, right? Like things like, I don't know, physical media is so important. I mean, like, yeah, nobody likes to like look at, you know, stacks of DVDs and stuff. And it does look like wasteful and stuff. However, I have seen recently where people are like, oh, what's our like great grandchild gonna think of like my thirsty Instagram photos? And then like a scientist was saying like, well, you know, they're probably not gonna see them because the technology is probably going to advance so much that we're gonna lose everything that we see because there's no physical media, right? So, I mean, as annoying as printing photos is, sometimes it's kind of like that's the only way that we're actually going to retain what we have here, right? So like it just blows my mind to me that a company like Xbox is pushing this move for just everything digital, no physical media. Let's fire everyone during a bad recession because we need to make our numbers look good. Who gets a $400 million payout? Who? It just blows my mind, you know. And then like, you know, AI is taking over jobs, but it's not taking over CEOs' jobs because 400 million would go a lot further if you didn't have to pay one dude to like go to a golf course. You know what I mean? Like it's just like, I swear to God, the world just blows my mind sometimes, and I really don't understand it. Thank you so much for watching the video. Shout out to my patrons that help make these videos possible. If you want to help support the channel, you can always join me at Patreon, subscribe to me on Twitch, or become a member on YouTube. I also have links to merch in the description below. As always, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!